Shalom, here are your daily words of inspiration. One of man's greatest fears is the lack of security he suffers in the world around him. Primitive man worried about the wild lion, tiger, and bear. He feared the elements and put great effort into guarding himself and his family against wild animals and extreme weather. As man evolved and progressed, he used technology to protect himself against the beasts and the climate. But his solutions were costly and expensive to maintain. Sophisticated weapons and insulated houses were expensive, and man needed jobs that paid well to keep up with the technological advances that afforded him protection. Financial security has plagued modern man's nightmares since solving primitive man's fears. In the desert, traveling from Egypt to Israel, the Jews faced wild animals, human enemies, and the harsh desert weather. They only had booths to live in, flimsy shacks without permanent roofs, which afforded very little protection. God sent a cloud to envelop the entire people. This cloud protected them from wild animals, enemies, and the weather. Today, we celebrate Sukkot to commemorate the protection God gave us. One opinion the Talmud maintained that Sukkot celebrate the flimsy booths that we lived in during our travels in the desert. And another says that it's the clouds that protected us that the Sukkot celebrate. Both agree, though, that it is God's protection that saved us, and that protection is what we celebrate. Sukkot is a festival that reminds us that our safety and security doesn't come from the walls of our house and the strength of our roof, but rather from following God's commands. It is God who provides the Jewish people with security, not our jobs, money, or even our bodyguards. It's inspiring to keep this in mind during Sukkot and let it inspire us throughout the year. We need to put more effort in our relationship with God and less in trying to gain security through temporary means, like more money. That's how we find true security. Those are your daily words of inspiration. Shalom.